Hey up, it's Steve from Old Yorkshire Geek. Could have some sad news today about Julian Sands. Remember, I did a video quite a while ago now about the disappearance of Julian Sands, the actor, who you may know from films like Warlock and other stuff, and Arachnophobia. I know him from, well, those things, and also Stargate SG-1, where he played a baddie. But he went missing. He used to like going out hiking in the mountains where he lived in California. He's an English actor, but he lives in California. He's actually from Leeds, not far from me. But you wouldn't know it to hear him speak. But anyway, there's some news, so we'll get it up there. This is from the New York Times. And it says, human remains found in the area where actor Julian Sands went missing. Mr. Sands, 65, was reported missing in January after he went hiking alone on a trail on Mount Baldy in Southern California. And there he is. The authorities in Southern California recovered human remains on Saturday near the mountain where search crews have been looking for the British actor Julian Sands, who was reported missing in January. So it's like 6 months, isn't it now? The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said in a statement that it had been contacted around 10 a.m. local time on Saturday by hikers who had found human remains in the Mount Baldy wilderness, which is more than 40 miles northeast of Los Angeles. The remains were brought to the coroner's office and were expected to be identified this week, the department said. Dangerous conditions, including a series of severe storms in the winter and lingering ice and snow in June, have complicated search efforts for Mr. Sands. Mr. Sands, 65, of North Hollywood, went hiking alone on a trail on Mount Baldy. On hiking websites, the popular trek is described as challenging and strenuous. Mr. Sands has appeared in more than 150 films and television shows, including his best-known role as George Emerson in the Oscar-nominated 1986 film A Room with a View. The film, an adaptation of E.M. Forster's novel, often makes lists as one of the best British films of all time. I've never seen it. The Sheriff's Department provided an update on the search for Mr. Sands last week and said that parts of the mountain still could not be reached because of extreme alpine conditions, including steep terrain and ravines covered in more than 10 feet of ice and snow. So it must be quite high up, because this is June, remember, in California. Anyway, on June 17th, more than 80 people helped search for him. 2 helicopters and drone crews were used to check areas inaccessible to searchers on the ground, the Sheriff's Department said. There have been 8 searches for Mr. Sands and 8 other unrelated search and rescue missions in the Mount Baldy area since January, the department said. After Mr. Sands was reported missing, the department warned hikers in January that storms in Southern California were creating dangerous conditions in the mountains. The department said it had responded to 14 rescue missions for lost, stranded and injured hikers on Mount Baldy and in the surrounding area in a 4-week period ending on January the 18th. 2 of the hikers did not survive after falling and hurting themselves. That's very sad. On Wednesday, Mr. Sands' family thanked the search teams. We continue to hold Julian in our hearts with bright memories of him as a wonderful father, husband, explorer, lover of the natural world and the arts, and as an original and collaborative performer, his family said in a statement. In several interviews, Mr. Sands talked about his fondness for hiking and the mountains. In a 2020 interview with Thrive Global, a company started by Ariana Huffington that provides behaviour change technology, Mr. Sands said that he had spent time in mountain ranges in North America and Europe. Mr. Sands said that people who did not climb mountains assumed it was about a great heroic sprint to the summit and ego. But actually it's the reverse, he said. It's about supplication and sacrifice and humility. When you go to these mountains, it's not so much a celebration of oneself, but the eradication of one's self-consciousness. And so on these walks you lose yourself, you become a vessel of energy in harmony, hopefully, with your environment. So there we go. So as I said though, it's not confirmed that these remains, it doesn't describe what the remains are like. So let's click on this statement, see what this says. On Saturday, June 24th, 2023, at about 10 a.m, civilian hikers contacted the Fontana Sheriff's Station after they discovered human remains. The decedent was transported to the coroner's office. But it doesn't say what the remains, what condition, were the bones, were it a skeleton, I don't know. I don't know, it doesn't say. Not that, I'm being, gruesome or anything, it's just, I'd like to know. But anyway, I presume we'll learn in the next few days then whether this is Julian Sands or not. When the coroner do their tests and things, we will find out. So we will see. So if it is Julian Sands' remains that they've found, then the family can get closure, can't they? Because they've been missing 6 months now. They can get closure and move on. Have a ceremony and all that. And still very sad. If it's not Julian Sands, then he's still missing. But anyway. So I just thought I'd update you with that. This one's from this story I found in the New York Times. As usual, links in the description down below. If you liked this video, I know it's a bit not a very happy video, but if you like it, like and subscribe, and share the video, drop a comment, and hit the notification bell, and all that stuff. Right, we will leave it there. So let me get rid of that then. Get rid of. I hope you're all right, Julian. Part of me is hoping that the remains aren't Julian Sands, and he's alive and well somewhere. He's just buggered off. That's what I'm hoping, and he wants to get away from it all, and he's living in a shack somewhere, and he's fine. That's part of me's hoping that, but it's not been a good news week, has it, for that sort of things with these submarine people and all that. But anyway, right, we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other, and until next time, I'll see thee.